Hey, Howard here from 82 Maple, and I'll bet you most of the viewers on this channel will hardly recognize me with my traveling hat on or something like that. Today I'm not wearing a Snap-on, a Wood-Mizer, a John Deere, or a Still Cap. We'll move past it though. Hey, you know what? Again, this last August, September, October, Coral and I logged 7 weeks on the road, 11,400 kilometers, which translates into about 7,000 miles. And yes, there were long stretches of boredom on the road, so we had to come up with something as we developed our own fun. So here we go. This is part 3 in the series, The Breaking Bad Game. Where in the world is Walter White? Hey, you know what? It all came about as we were rolling through Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I took a call from our oldest son, Michael, who was inquiring as to how our travels were going. When I told him where we were, he said, "Hey, say hi to Walter White from me." Of course, referring to the Breaking Bad series. Hey, you know what? Until that point, I had failed to connect the dots with between the Breaking Bad series, Walter White, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so the little game evolved as to what can we do to find Walter White-like or Breaking Bad-like settings or vehicles. And sadly, we'd already put on about 60% of the mileage of our entire trip, so we missed some wonderful shots from that first 60%. But hey, you know what? There's more trips in the future, so let's keep rolling. Okay, I think this looks like a place that would have worked for Walter White at some point. Or how about this one? And I'm thinking one could get away with some chemistry business here. Now, moving west, what better place to showcase some of Arizona's finest product? Don't even need to change the sign here. And I think Walter really missed out on a steal of a deal here. All ready for some serious cooking, judging by those stacks. And it's got an observation port in the roof for long distance reconnaissance viewing. But we can kick it up a notch here. Wow, great disguise for what's really going on. This has to be one of Walter's many satellite manufacturing operations. Or maybe that's more suited to this one. Or how about another? All of these just tucked away in little tourist RV parks. As long as no one remembers that kindergarten game, you remember the one. Which one doesn't fit with the others? There we go. Well, we're ready to roll here at the slightest hint of trouble. And now, just barely got this grainy shot from about 2 blocks away. But I think that might just have been Walter White, or as close as we got to finding Walter White, probably behind the wheel and on the move. So there you go. Where in the world is Walter White? The trip, as exciting as it was, you know what I gotta tell you? By this point, I was starting, well, these 8 fingers and 2 thumbs were starting to get itchy because we hadn't been around that Wood-Mizer for a while, and we were getting pretty anxious to get back and start making some sawdust.